Hello, Cappies. Hello to my Capricorns. This is Queen Amun Ra. Let's get right into your reading. Capricorns. All right, let's do it. Let's see what's in your cards, Capricorns. Let's see what's in your cards. Venus is now retrograde. Venus is now retrograde. And what does that mean for you all? Because when you hear about Venus, you think about just love, right? But it's also love and money, and it's more aesthetically pleasing life, okay? So I'm going to try to break it down for you all so, you know, it's clear to you all. It's crystal clear. Venus retrograde, just in general, is really a time for you just in general, affects all zodiac signs differently, and so you want to focus on how it affects you as a Capricorn. It has a unique impact on you as a Capricorn, a sign known for its discipline, ambition, and practicality. And since Venus governs love, relationships, finances, and values, its retrograde motion urges Capricorns to reflect on these areas, often bringing them themes of unsolved or unresolved issues to the surface. So some of the things you all can focus on is reevaluating relationships, career versus love balance, making sure things are balanced out for you all. We're going to talk about the scales of justice or the laws of Ma'at. For those of you all who want to become more aware of what organizations you could be joining and what they could be, something kind of sort of behind the scenes of all of this. Also, you want to focus on financial reflection and also self-worth and identity. Also redefining beauty and style, right? Beauty and style. And so how you're going to navigate through Venus, while as Venus is retrograde, when retrograde March 1st, is be patient with relationships. So don't make any impulsive decisions about love. Instead, use this time for reflection. Go back in your mind. Don't just look at the outer shell, right? That's how people get people hook, line, and sinker. Just looking at, oh, they find this frog hair, right? This is the most attractive woman or man I've ever dated in my life. And they could be hooking you into some stuff that you're not even aware of. And that's why I talk about water so much on my channel. Also, you want to avoid major financial commitments that could ruin your credit. And some places, parts of the world, the different credit systems, but you don't want to ruin your credit. So now some energies got you hooked into something where you can't even apply for a home, a car. You can't apply for just a $300 credit card because your credit is so messed up because they got you hooked into some stuff that you just looking at an outer shell. And also you want to practice self-love. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. We're talking about Venus retrograde. Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Break it down. Let's break it down. All right. Yeah, so like I said before, Venus is in the world all around us. Venus symbolizes art and music, the beauty industry, fashion, jewelry, cosmetics, and gardens and the beautiful flowers that we put in them. So Venus signifies the natural world and its fruitful abundance reflected in her allotted color green, right? Venus rules Taurus, and Taurus rules second house, and it also rules Libra. Libra is the seventh house, right? So Venus is a feminine energy. You're trying to live a softer life. You want to receive the true love. You want to receive money. You want to receive a more aesthetically pleasing life. You all have an edge, a lot of edges. So let's pick out those edges first. What you have. First of all, Capricorn rules 10th house. That is true life calling. Everybody is trying to get to figure out why are they here on planet Earth. I've actually created a list for like jobs. Go watch that video. That put the playlist below is just called North Node. All of these videos are timeless, all of them. I mentioned the moon phases, and I'm going to start putting them up on the shorts so I can start removing moon phases from my readings. I don't have to talk about moon phases in the reading. You can look that up. Download an app to see what moon phase we're in, and I'm putting the shorts up. Look at it as many times as you need to. And I'm putting up there some of the rituals you can do during the moon phases. So there's 2 up there so far now. You know, this video, by the time they they put it back in rotation, it could be all the moon phase rituals up there. But for right now, at the time of filming, you have new moon phase up there, which we're in, and also waxing crescent moon. The rituals are there. I put them on TikTok, Instagram, and they're on YouTube. So we're not on any other platforms yet. We're not on any other platforms yet. If you see Queen Amun Ra on any other platforms, let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. All right, let's go. I am filled with energy. I am filled with energy. Filled with energy. That's right. And it should be good energy. It should be positive energy, right? The Mars, which is the energy planet, right? Mars is the energy planet. You should be filled with good energy. So when you're feeling anxious or anxiety or nervous, you should be going right into prayer and meditation mode. Going straight to source. I feel nervous. I feel anxious about something. I did put up a video about you shouldn't feel anxious about something in a previous video. You can go back and watch that. All of these videos are timeless. Let's see what angel number we're pulling out here. What angel number we're pulling out here. The laws of Ma'at are coming to me very, very strongly in your reading because, again, there will be energies. Libra actually is the scales of justice, right? Libra, the sign scales of justice, right? And so a lot of times people feel like they have to have other things to balance them out. But when you need your self-worth, you know that source already is your husband, your wife, your money, your peace, all of the things that you may be looking for on the outside of you, you have within to balance you out, okay? So no hasty decisions. You are reassessing your values. And when other people are judging other people, that also goes along with the laws of Ma'at. Source is saying to you, you want to really pray about it before you are sucked into some things that you're not aware of, that you could be absorbing other people's karma. You could be absorbing other people's karma. All right. 151, make magic. Someone was in between two dark magicians, right? And so you are now making magic because you're in a spirit of high frequency at your crown chakra. This color violet right here, make magic. Your desires are in your hands. Your angels say the time is now to create your future. The things you want are not just going to happen on their own. You'll need to create them. The steps you take today have a direct link to what happens to you in the future. Sit in the quiet spot and take 5 deep breaths, centering breaths. As you inhale, envision supportive energy flowing into you. As you exhale, know what you want wants you. You are in this unification. You're this unified spirit, this understanding, overstanding. You are at your crown chakra. Crown chakra. This is about not looking to the left or looking to the right, feeling like, so Source had to take you through a very dark period in your life of people who decide that they are people's divine judges, and they get to decide to weigh their heart on the scale to decide whether people live or whether people die. Source is saying to you, we are not each other's gods. We are not each other's gods. We're not each other's gods. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You do not want to absorb other people's hell, their Hades, being sucked into something of the same organizations that took things away from you in order to lure you into something. Taking your cars, taking your houses, taking your jobs, taking the this and that, just to lure you into something. Just to use you to create confusion in other people's lives. Dark magician energy is confused, having a disorganized mind, where you feel like you got to drink to drink or be in the presence of sexually transmitted demons. There's a whole video on that. Go to my second channel, the Knowledge channel. I have a whole breakdown of retrogrades, also a breakdown of sexually transmitted demons. Go watch it. Go watch it. The link is below in the description. It's called the Knowledge Channel. We are right now filming to make a whole batch of other new videos that's going to go up. Educate yourselves during this time where you should be getting your rest. Educate yourselves. So you're filled with energy. Talking to you wherever Capricorn is in your birth chart. Source is saying having a title without any authority is just like you're just a body just sitting there. Somebody was a part of a team. You're a leader. You are a leader. Make sure you have the authority to raise your hand and make some decisions. Somebody's about to get promoted. You're about to get promoted, both in the spiritual and the natural world. You have tons of opportunities coming across your path. Traveling, doing all sorts of things. So get off any bus where you cannot ask questions. Even if there's fire right here. Even if people oppose, you oppose, you can agree to disagree without being disagreeable. But the moment you see that ego flare up, that I'm going to get you back and I'm going to extinguish you, and you see them as seeing you as opposition, you need to get up from the table and leave. You need to leave. That's how some of you all are getting promoted, because you're starting to realize teamwork is not just about I. There's no I in team, right? And some people have that spirit of it's all about them. It's all about them. They stuck right there. They can't move out of the number 5. 5 is a pivotal point in your life. Somebody has been between two dark magicians who have been in your ear about a lot of dark stuff. But the main thing is when you talk about unity, what do they start talking about depending on what it is? They have to be on our team. There's their way or the highway. So it's just saying, no sir and no ma'am. No sir and no ma'am. You're about unity. Unity across the board. Emotionally, you feel like you hit the jackpot. So it's just trying to bring out the leader in you all to speak up, not sit there zoned out like, okay, I need weeks to process. Okay, if you can't raise your hand and ask a question and oppose something in any group setting, you are not a part of the team. At least for people to hear you out and say, well, you know what? I didn't see it from that perspective. You know what? Let's table that. Let's talk about it offline. Let's and put some real action behind it. You're not a part of a team. And that's just it. You're just a body sitting at a table with somebody just telling you what to do. You have like you just fell off the back of a turnip truck. It doesn't matter about how many degrees people have, Capricorn. It doesn't matter about how much money people have. You should be able to ask questions. You should be able to be a part of it. Feel like you're a part of a team. That's a part of empowering you. That's a part of the proper use of fire. Not when you walk out the room, you feel like lower. Your fire is lower. You feel like you asking a question, somebody's making it all about them. Just narcissism. They making it all about them. Well, what about me? And I had this and I. Source is saying that's you're not a part of a team then. Emotionally, you're getting a lot of your wishes being fulfilled. A lot of your wishes being fulfilled. Somebody's about to start applying for leadership positions and wake up from a nightmare life. You're about to wake up from a nightmare. Stop the nightmare of allowing yourself to feel emotionally wounded, feeling like you're always on the outside. I'm so desperate to be a part of something. I'm now a part of a group that gave me a title, but I have no authority. So first time I speak up and I realize who these energies are going after, your own family, then you sitting there like, oh my God, I had no idea what I was signing up for. I thought I was just a part of a team. Now I want to speak up and oppose something. They're telling you have no authority. You have no authority. So now you got to drink for real. You got to drink to try to wrap. You think you have to drink to wrap your mind around. You should be drinking water. Drinking water, increasing your water intake. Because now the first time you ask a question, oh, well, I didn't know that I don't want to be a part of getting so-and-so fired in the workplace. Well, yeah, you don't know. I know, but you don't know what they've been into. And I just need you to just back me up on this one. Show me everything then. I need to see everything. I need to pray about it. I need some time. I need to pray about it. I need to go to source and ask questions. Because what source is going to show you is your interaction, physical interaction with energies, to show you these people are lying. This is a setup. So that's what Source is trying to tell you. This is a setup. Something has been just set you up to cause somebody some emotional wounding, and they are now under judgment. They are now under judgment. So you rise above the judgment of somebody saying your mom's a prostitute, or your dad he's a handler, or or your family they just dirt poor and we just need you the key. You are the key to ruining your own family. No sir and no ma'am. You are not a part of that team. A lot of stuff has already been exposed. A lot of stuff has already, well, all of it has been exposed. Actually, that's why judgment is coming down on energies who judge somebody who is a light high priestess in your life. It's already happening. Get up out of other people's karma. People judge people for their light high priestess gifts and call them demonic, when who's really, it's just a projection. That is a projection, right? Devil energy connects us with enslaved to obsession, lust, and restrictions, right? So somebody wanted you to be a part of something that they claimed that someone was a lustful spirit, like a Jezebel spirit, which could be man or a woman, so we're crystal clear, right? Somebody wanted you to be a part of something where people said, oh, they restrict people using all kinds of dark magic and they into this and into that. They were obsessed with getting rid of somebody, right? And using you to do it, right? Using the laws of Ma'at to do it, right? Yeah. So Source is trying to tell you to be patient with relationships, avoid major financial commitments. If you feel like you can't afford something, or you feel like it's something going to be long term and you haven't saved up enough money to make sure for a rainy day, do not commit to it. Don't commit to it. Somebody absolutely asked you to be a part of a team and people were watching. Emotionally, you felt like you hit the jackpot. Here we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, everybody has an idea what people are into. Yeah. People told you to tell a lie about what goes on behind somebody's closed doors. People have been telling some of you all to call certain people, light high priestess, schedule appointments, record the conversations. Everybody, listen, nobody naive. People are telling y'all to do these things. People are telling you all to do these things. So because you're an earth sign, people know that you all are a very hardworking zodiac sign, right? Emotionally, you're about to feel like you hit the jackpot because people know light high priestess energies have already gone through the dark times to step into the light. They've already gone through the number 11. Aquarius rules the 11th house. We're not talking about any particular Aquarius. You all could be on the cusp of Aquarius. It doesn't matter. I'm talking to you wherever Capricorn is in your birth chart. You all rule the 10th house. And Source is saying to you, you're already in your life calling. A lot of you all inherited high priestess gifts. So somebody already went ahead of you. Somebody already walked through those doors and have already been through that level of emotional wounding. So they already know how certain energies operate. If you can't speak up and ask questions, it goes straight into humiliation. Let's humiliate somebody using someone else, someone from their family. Let's humiliate somebody. That is why you have to know your self-worth. If you know you won't be able to afford it in the spiritual realm or in the physical realm, it should be a heck no. It should be a no. Get back to work. Get back to hard work. You should not be on no team of anybody that's about to fire somebody in the workplace because you don't have all of the information. I'm telling you, don't have all the information. Some of you all have been called into these meetings. Well, we got to get rid of so and so, and you sitting there, yeah, okay. Well, what do you want me to say? I got your back. You throwing yourself right into somebody else's karma, about to mess up your whole financial situation. We're still talking about Venus retrograde. Source is trying to bring you into a more aesthetically pleasing life in your love life and as far as your money is concerned. Okay? Let's see what else we got going on here. So get back to work. Sources say know your worth, and add tax. Know your worth and add tax. If it's going to cause someone else some kind of financial ruin and throw somebody else into them getting fired, and now you don't know the situation at home. They got kids. They got a roof over their head. You don't know if somebody just got a notice put on their door. Do not throw yourself into other people's karma. It will mess up your money. You'll think immediately, oh, okay, well, I can get into that position, to that job. There's enough for everybody. Are you operating first and foremost in your North Node? Are you on the right job? Are you in the right career? So I see you creating something new and protecting it. See you creating something new and protecting, because you are a light high priestess energy. Your intuition is on point about things. You are not a fool. You all are incredibly smart sign. Incredibly smart sign. Innovative. Very smart. Sometimes you march to the beat of your own drum, but guess what? That's the entire human race. The entire human race does things differently. You were set apart. So if somebody has some amethyst here, you're going to start wearing lighter colors. Yellow is a color. Yellow is the color for you. There's power in that yellow. It gives you the I can do, I will spirit. And your confidence. Bright like the sun. You're recharging. You stand out. You stand out. Yeah. So yeah, you're having a total recall of some things. And people are, when I say they nervous, their teeth chattering, their knees are buckling, they scared because now you're having you're starting to come into your power. People jump to conclusions about some energies, and guess what? They used you to do something. So now people nervous. Oh my God, Capricorn knows everything. Capricorn, oh my God. But guess what? Just your presence is causing people to shake in their boots because they're scared to death. What is Capricorn going to say? But you're safe, because Source is not going to use you. Source is going to use somebody else who was there that they won't even see. They won't even see coming. Source is not using you. Y'all are safe. You don't even have to worry about speaking up. You don't have to worry about, oh, they're going to call me into something and find out that I got somebody fired, or I was a part of this organization or group or whatever. Somebody else has already been used. You don't have anything to worry about. You don't have to say anything. People have already been used. So you can go ahead and wake up from the nightmare. Oh, is somebody going to call me? Am I in trouble? No. Somebody's been doing something since people were kids. Here's the Queen of Swords here. Yeah. In other words, you have a family member or somebody that you're connected to that their whole family has been trying to sacrifice them since they were kids and thought you was the key. You have nothing to worry about. Let the tower fall on all of them, because it's already started. They're already turning on each other because they don't know who's been talking. They had to use a Leo right here that said they had your back, but really secretly resented somebody. But I'm going to tell you something, right? Source is saying, so the light has already been shown there. So that's situation already taken care of. You don't worry about that. Anyway, Source is saying to you this right here. You have an ancestor who was in the military when they were alive, was in the military, would just sit back. They had very quiet strength. I don't know what their height is. They could have been tall, short, whatever. It's not even about that. But they were in the military when they were alive. They had a very quiet strength when they were alive. So you knew their presence when you walked in the house. You knew their energy was there. It's very protective energy, right? That's the energy that's watching over you all right now, letting you know, just like it's watching over this energy, this family member, that people decided, hey, we're going to all decide, we're going to weigh their heart on the scales of justice, right? Using the laws of Ma'at, these self-appointed divine judges, right? That's why Source is saying, you be patient with relationships, avoid major financial commitments, reassess your values, practice self-love, pour into you. Pour into you, because you're starting to get a lot of downloads and dreams. Because people are nervous about what you know, because you were sitting right in the room, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. You're fine. Just know your self-worth. That's how you're going to save yourself in advance. Pouring into you instead of looking for love in all the wrong places. Looking for love in all the wrong places. Somebody decided to challenge what you saw in your natural eyes and make you lie about something. I'm telling y'all, to make you lie about something. Well, remember that time that y'all went to lunch, ask them these questions, see such and such. How much? Hold on. That's other duties as a sign. I wasn't hired to do this. That's in the spirit realm. That's not your life's calling. You were called by human. With these energies, you were called by a very impulsive energy. You were called by a very impulsive energy and given an assignment by an impulsive human being. But that is not what Source called you to do. We are still talking about Venus retrograde. I know y'all came in here, love. What is my new love interest going to look like? You can call for a reading for that. You can pull your own cards for that. But Source is trying to help you to no longer be a sacrifice. Your ancestors already sacrificed way too much for you all to be wondering if an ex is going to call you back to close out a cycle. You have the power to close out your own cycle. Stop being a sacrifice. So that's what Source is trying to help somebody learn how to do, is like, stop letting these energies sacrifice you for money. That's how some of your mothers were sacrificed. That's how some of your fathers were sacrificed, using you. Using you. Putting it in your mind, money over everything. Well, out of your mouth, you could be saying family over everything. But it's money over everything. Okay, my job, and the same job that's been denying a promotion for you for I don't know how long, now all of a sudden they need you to do this one thing. Get somebody fired who was aware of something. You don't know how deep something goes. And the reason why it's coming up for somebody, like as far as work is concerned, because somebody was on some kind of a committee to get somebody fired, when really somebody had access to bringing an entire organization down, and they used you to do it, thus throwing them into the karma. That's why I said get some rest. Get some rest. Get some rest. And do your shadow work. See this cute little cat right here, Shadow? This could be a man or woman, by the way. Do your shadow work. They used you and somebody else to try to bring somebody down to their lowest because they were enlightened about something. So you and them are divinely protected. You and them are divinely protected. This is how powerful your spiritual gifts are, Capricorn. This is how powerful your spiritual gifts are. So make a decision. Make a decision to love yourself. You do not want to be on any team. I don't care how old the people are. Age doesn't equate to wisdom. How much money they have. This is about self-worth. Money, that's a piece of paper. Right? This is self-worth. Make a decision. Because the decision has already been made. I can tell you that right now. Decision, whether you make the decision and throw yourself into other people's karma or not, the decision has already been made. Source is saying to you, let's say, for instance, you get called into an office and somebody says, hey, Capricorn, I want you to be a part of this team. Said, you better sit down and remember how many times you applied for something and didn't get promoted. That's to be the first thing in your mind. That should be putting some fire up under you right there. Okay, you know what? I need to pray about it. I need to pray about it. Source is giving you some time to pray about some things because some energies want, you're right here at your own vault door. Do you want to have the wealth of not having be tied to other people's karmic cycle because people jump to some conclusions about people, lied about some people, and too arrogant to say, oh, shoot, we were wrong. This energy meant us no harm whatsoever. They weren't trying to bring down an organization. They're just knowledgeable, but hey, they drinking water and minding their business. They don't have nothing to do with whatever, right? Or would you throw yourself into a karmic cycle for just you're sitting at the table because I got a seat at the table. I'm smiling and I'm happy, that they finally let me in. They looking at you like, this person, we can't trust them as far as we can throw them because they'll do anything for money. So that means the next highest bidder come along and offer Capricorn some money, they'll take it. If somebody feel like they got some lies on the group. So that's what Source is trying to tell you, is that all money is not good money. Know your worth and know your value. So you're very close to being tested. Yeah. Be conservative with your time. That's why I keep saying I intentionally put those shorts up, y'all, Go watch the shorts about rituals that you can do during this new moon and this waxing crescent moon phase. They are on the shorts. I'm trying to give y'all so much information because I don't gatekeep information to help you all on your journey. It just take those shorts are like 60 seconds. Everybody should be getting their rest right now anyway, just trying to process the last 2 full moons that we had. We're only in month 3 of the calendar year. So Source is trying to help somebody to learn how to be more conservative with your time so that you don't have to overthink when somebody offers you something, offers you money, a seat at the table or whatever, that you're throwing yourself into other people's karmic cycle. Yeah, double tower. And these are good towers, meaning that you and somebody are divinely protected. You and somebody are divinely protected. These 2 dark magician energies that you've been tied, roped into, these are karmics, are going down. It's already started. Because they were the ones that offered you the money for to do something. Make a decision. Make a decision. This is where, again, you have the full, I'm telling you, you have, when I tell you that your buying power is crazy right now, Capricorn, that is an understatement. Somebody has lied to you and said somebody else is responsible for something, and they're trying to make you responsible for something by bullying you. That is a lie, straight from the pit of Hades. Hades. Your wishes are being fulfilled. Just like that's how you're going to save yourself. Let me pray about it. And thank you, Source, for covering me on all sides. Let me pray about it. My answer is no. I don't want to be a part of anything that's going to cause someone ruin. I don't want to be a part of it. Stay focused. Stay focused. You'll be glad that you did. Moved on from some kind of other kind of disappointment and heartbreak. Because when you're on that frequency of, I'm so disappointed, I'm so broken that somebody stopped my money, or I'm gonna stop this from stuff. You're on that frequency instead of a frequency of love. When you know the backstory that the economy changes, people lose money, things happen, fluctuate up and down. If you're on that unforgiveness frequency and you all about the immediate gratification of money, I'm telling you, somebody is running a risk of throwing themselves right into somebody else's karmic cycle. It's gonna mess you up. Karma does not miss anybody. You need to make a decision. I don't care if you feel like that colleague, did all kinds of low vibrating stuff to you. Take the high road. Take the high road. There's a Leo that says they have your back. They haven't had your back in any way, shape, form, or fashion. They've been seeing everybody as competition. There's a group of people that say, hey, we got your back. If you just say it, do this, we got your back. We got you covered. When you know with your own 2 eyes how the reason why, like I said before, what people do behind closed doors for their 8 hours a day, it's not somebody into sex work, they not into devil magic, they're not into that. Because if that was the case, if you were given the assignment to call somebody, that would mean you into it too. Are you a devil worshiper? No, you're not. Well, I was just given an assignment and somebody, well, I accepted the money. Okay. Throw yourself into a karmic cycle if you want to. Because now that you know, Source is saying, okay, now it's like, okay, time to call on Source. Time to call on the Creator. Express your creative self. So I do see you creating something new and saving yourselves and moving on from this. Yeah, you have a guardian angel. You have a guardian angel. Yeah. And so plan where you want to be. Plan the direction that you want to go in. Beware of love affairs at work. Rarely end well. Love affair. Yeah. Somebody, used to work in whatever industry that you're in. Remember, Venus, being the goddess of pleasure, enjoyment, relationships, cooperation, erotic love, sexual desire, beauty, romance, attraction, love, aesthetics, art, and music. Remember, Venus symbolizes music and art, the beauty industry, fashion, jewelry, cosmetics, and gardens, and the beautiful flowers that we put in them. Venus signifies the natural world and its fruitful abundance reflected in her allotted color of green. So you're dealing with some energies who are vain, vengeful, and green with envy. That's what you all are dealing with right now. It's an organization that somebody is attached to who told you, hey, look, you have a key position. We're going to put you in a leadership position. You don't want to be in a leadership position where you didn't have any power or authority, but because some energies are experiencing tower moments, they want you, they're going to all of a sudden elevate you and put you in a leadership position because people are scared. You are not even the one that spoke up. You don't need to speak up because it's already been told. Trust and believe. Whoever they're trying to come up against is not worried in the least bit because the information is already out there. You can get looped into it if you want to because you want to move up in an organization, but Source is saying to you, if it involves destroying another human being and you know about, see, there's a difference when you went from not knowing, when you had no idea, but now everybody is fully aware. Everybody is fully aware. So you're trying to go to the next level. And Source is saying, are you really ruthless and you want to go to the next level? Do it then. But you're a light worker. You are a light worker. You have full knowledge of what jobs are in your North Node. If you are on a job where you feel like this is not what I was called to do, and these people are talking about elevating me and giving me more money, those are the same energies that cause you financial ruin and the energies that ruin their financial situation. So, yeah. You are fully aware and knowledgeable, so you can't even pretend. I'm serious, you can't even pretend. You can't even pretend to not know at this point. I'm still confused. I don't have all the information. Yes, you do. North Node, 10th house. Are you on the right job? If you're not on the right job, that's where you needed to be starting to put your resume out there, putting out there. That's where you're going to thrive. That's where you're going to flow. And that's where the magic is going to happen for you. Instead of being around these dark magician energies. That's where Source is going to make sure you are operating in your gift. And so let's put on a phone call to see if we can stop them from getting this job. They won't be able to stop it. They won't be able to stop or block you operating in North Node and 10th house because you went to God to get the information. And I'm not your God, but these energies are trying to play your God like they try to play other people's God. That's why they can't stop people who are operating in their purpose. What's hidden in the Tower card and what makes people so terrified of the Tower card is death. That's what's hidden in the Tower card. That is why people who are operating in North Node are not afraid of that. They've gone through many deaths in many lifetimes. You're thinking about death in the physical sense. Somebody has you on some kind of a team where they've decided that some kind of, in their mind, without even knowing the full truth, because Source is the truth. Source is the truth. Have decided to be judge, jury, and executioner of energies. Total abuse of whatever title and position that people have and using you to do it. The principles, 7 principles of Ma'at are truth, justice, harmony, balance, order, propriety, and reciprocity, right? So Source is trying to help somebody to learn, like really, really get into some knowledge. But you, again, if I'm giving you this information on my channel and I'm saying go watch I created a playlist for North Node, and you have access to the internet to go and find out what jobs, perfect jobs are for your North Node, and you have access to a free birth chart, you cannot claim you don't know. It's just that simple. It's that simple. Energetic pull. Energetic pull. A true master knows that you create through your actions. Do not hesitate when you feel the energy pulling you. Follow it fearlessly and move worlds. Some of you all are not in the right career and people are using you to ruin other people's lives. That is why some of you all have been having money issues and problems because you're not in the right, you haven't answered the call on your life. So you can't thrive where you weren't called to thrive. If you're just following I'm going to just join this career because of the money. So it's like, that's what you weren't called to do. The money is going to follow you. It's going to be so attracted to you. It's going to be like mama, dad to you because you're operating in purpose for Source. That's how this works. That's what I have for you all. But this is Venus. Like I said before, somebody used somebody that they felt like was a aesthetically pleasing, boosting your ego, all. But like I said before, where's the card right here? Love affairs at work, whatever industry you're in, they very rarely end well, because you're always in this space where you feel like, okay, I can't fully thrive because I got this energy that says they have my back, but every time they get mad, they secretly resent me. So I'm going higher and higher and higher up the ladder, and they secretly resent me, doing everything they could possibly do to pull me down and ruin me. That has happened in some of you all's families, and your family members said, do not protect, don't trust that cousin. Y'all still still going to trust that cousin when your own parents said don't trust that cousin, because that cousin's parents, their parents, groomed them to be your mom or dad's opposition. So Source is trying to help somebody. Like, this happens in the spirit and in the physical world. So you have a decision to make, but Source has already made the decision for you. I'm telling y'all, Source has already made the decision for you. If it involves ruining somebody else's life, and especially somebody who is operating in purpose, that tower will fall right on you. It'll fall right on you if people are operating in purpose. So that's what I have for you all. When you get that energetic pull, you go straight to Source. So that's where your prayer life is increasing. Your prayer life is increasing. And so what these energies are trying... So there's an organization that's trying to make you and somebody the fall guy for something. Just so in lay terms, so that we're crystal clear about something. You and somebody who said they had your back, an organization is trying to make you and somebody else the fall guy. So while you're sitting at the table smiling, not getting all the full information about some things, but this stuff happens all the time. Somebody's mother used to work for an organization who... this same type of an energy, is a Leo, used to always be sitting in the rooms, on the phone calls, always there to be the yes person, because they didn't know their worth and their value. So when stuff blew up, and it did, and people were finger pointing, the higher ups, there's somebody's mother or father. It could be your father or dad, because I'm speaking of divine feminine energy. I said mother, but it could be somebody is a nurturer. When I say mother energy, I'm talking about like nurturing spirit. It could be your mom or your dad. Somebody had a Leo in the workplace that was always there, always ready to pounce, jump on something, just to get a kudos or pat on the back. Never got promoted, but sitting there in this, I'm just pouncing on something. I got your back. But when stuff went down, they didn't have it back. They're now the fall guy for all of this stuff that's happening. And I speak very highly of all zodiac signs, but I know what they look like at their lowest too. Source said, you better know what frequency you're on by your self-love. You are money. If you're not operating in your true calling that Source, your creator, created for you, you're going to always be being used by people, always. So that's what Source has for you. That's what Source has for you. It's just too much knowledge out here. Let's pull one last oracle card, and we're going to go ahead and close. We're actually going to pull a few more oracle cards, and we're going to go ahead and close this out. Yeah, go ahead and close this out. But yeah, wake up, y'all. If you're not operating, it's too much knowledge out here. When I talk to people, I'm like, hey, did you watch the video for North Node? Oh, I haven't watched it yet. It's job titles in there. Some of them, y'all probably feel like, oh my God, yeah, this, you know what? I really do love doing so and so. Yes, because that's what you were called to do. Home. Something is going to feel like home for you all. Something is going to feel like home for you all. Morning star. So the morning star is the brightest star on the dawn's horizon, right? And it's considered an important spirit and honored, by a lot of communities, Native Americans, Indians, the ghost dance religion revered as a symbol of the coming of renewal of traditions. So Source is saying to you, you're at a place right now that you're ready to thrive and live a softer life and stop being used by energies that's not paying you your worth. And you'll know your worth when you're operating in 10th node. your 10th house, and you all rule 10th house. So get to that. You could absolutely being in the wrong job, being used and then made as a fall guy, for some mess that you just like, oh my God. So wake up. That's the kind of week I see you all having. So like I said, this video will be labeled Venus retrograde. At your north node, everything that you'll be able to see it at your is fully illuminated. This is my spouse, this is my partner, this is my friendship group. You can see it from there. You can see it from there. So that's what I have for you all. And like I said, some energies are trying to make the tower fall on you and somebody else, but you all are divinely protected. Like I tell you, divinely protected. You have nothing to worry about. But get in your know that your sign rules 10th house, and look at those job descriptions, the ones that I listed in the North Node video. I have a whole playlist below. Go listen to it. The videos are not that long. You got 24 hours in a day. They are not that long. Write down the jobs and say, okay, you know what? I did thrive in those positions. You're divinely protected. These energies cannot stop you from getting certain jobs that Source called you to do. You're protected. That's what I have for you. See you in the next video.